Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday the 12th. I skipped yesterday. Seems to be a pattern here. I'm doing every other day now. Trying to get back on track doing these videos. It's just not the same as doing flatbed, where you got something different every day. Well, something different most days. You know, it's just pretty much doing the repetition of the same crap. Especially with these loads here that I'm doing this week, the flat steel. I think some of it's aluminum, some of it's, most of it's stainless. But I haven't really paid close enough attention to know one way or the other. We got lucky yesterday. Monday was the Conestoga. Yesterday was the Conestoga. Today's the Conestoga. Fingers crossed. We got 2 more days left, Thursday and Friday, and hopefully both days are Conestogas. Because you know, I really don't mind if it's a flatbed with a tarp load. Really, my only problem with it is, and it's just a matter of I haven't done it yet, so they might have it actually broken down the way it needs to be.
In 1,000 feet, take the entrance to the right on
basically, if they don't have it broken down, you got to sit there and try to figure out. Turn this thing off. Excuse me. You have to try to figure out where they stacked what stop. They've done pretty good to keep each stop separate. So right now, for instance, on this load here, I have 4 stacks. Our second stack back from the front is our first stop. A little stack in front of it, the very front stack, is the second stop. But the only reason I know that is because I have a Conestoga and I can climb inside the trailer and I can read the tags to see where the stop is. If I had the flatbed and it was covered up with a tarp, and again, this is my ignorance, I don't know whether they have it marked down on those loads or not. But I'm almost betting it's exactly the same as these loads. Nothing separate is marked. So you would have to pull the tarp back and keep looking and looking. So it would just be a pain in the butt. I mean, it'd still be more of a pain in the butt because of the fact that you gotta pull the tarp back, pull it back on, push it back off, pull it back on. You know, you gotta keep going back and forth until the day's done and you're rolling up the tarp. That's why I always, with flatbeds, I always stay away from multiple stop loads, because it's just such a huge pain in the ass, especially when you're dealing with stuff like pipe. So that's all I got to say about that. We do have quite a bit of stops today. Our first stop is over in Utica. Luckily, I have already done that load, or done a delivery there on Monday. Same thing with Frankfort. We got a bunch of them that are the same thing that I've already done, whether it was yesterday or Monday. Let's pull this sheet up here. Alright, let's see. barely see. All I could make out was the zip code on the thing. My third stop, which is in Syracuse, is these giant plates. They're like 20 feet long. Anyway, we got Utica, Frankfort again, and let's see, 4 Commerce Circle, which is one I did yesterday. 6800 Town Line Road in Syracuse, I did that yesterday. 4100 Newcourt Ave. I haven't done that one. I haven't done haven't done the last 3 stops, which are Syracuse, and Liverpool. But the other ones I've done, we got a total of 6 stops today, mostly around Syracuse. We just got to make this first 60-mile stretch out to Frankfort, or out to Utica, and then I think it's like 20 miles back for Frankfort, or possibly 20 miles further from Frankfort. I can't remember which one was closer. I think we're going about another 15 miles. Another 15 miles to Frankfort. So about 75 miles away from Syracuse, and then obviously 75 miles back to Syracuse, 70 miles back to Syracuse, roughly. And that's pretty much our day. So I'll try to give you guys a couple shots later on. Let's go with a little different topic. My truck isn't doing the greatest. It's operating and it's doing fine. It's got a coolant leak that I can't figure out. If I push it hard, if I'm running 70 miles an hour, and I'm trying to get around past somebody or something like that, and I pop it up to 70, 75, somewhere between 70 and 75, all of a sudden the belt will start squealing like crazy because the coolant's leaking right down on it. There's a cross pipe that goes in front of the motor that is connected to the coolant, and I think that might have a had rusted through, and it's got a little hole in it or something that once I put enough pressure into it, it leaks pretty good. I put a couple of gallons of coolant in yesterday. I've been running low for a while just for the simple fact of that leak. It seems to do just like when the radiator went. It leaks out the 2 gallons and then it pretty much stays at a decent level. So I've been pretty much letting it run a little low until I can figure out and get the coolant leak fixed. And yesterday it got to the point that it was so low that I had no heat, so it wasn't even circulating through the heat box. I know the name, I just can't get it off the tip of my tongue. Anyway, so right now I'm just, if my heat runs out, I'll throw another gallon of coolant in it until I can figure out the issue. That and my stupid radar has a data error, so it's saying that the radar is offline, which isn't a big problem except for in my truck, because when it goes off, my cruise control goes off, and I like to use my cruise control. So that is a big downside, but it is what it is. I don't know if coolant leaked down on it and got into the wire somehow or something, or if it's just a coincidence that it kicked out at the same time. So either way, we're gonna stay between 60 65 miles an hour, and we'll just keep running it through until we can get this stuff figured out and fixed. So I'll try to give you guys a little shot of what we got today, and I'm gonna wrap the video up shortly. It's we're already sitting at 10 minutes of me jabbering away. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
I thought that we had something special. I thought I handled this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. Yeah. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you're home. I get unstable, I get unstable. Remember the first time I met you, the way that it had made me feel. But later something changed between us, and now I don't know where we meet. I was looking for a remedy. Now I don't know who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I don't know who's in front of me. Yeah. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you're home. I get unstable, I get unstable. I get unstable, I get unstable. I push you back, I hold you close. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you're home. I get unstable, I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable. In my bed all alone, never know when you're home. I get unstable, I get unstable. I get unstable. I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, I get unstable.
Yeah, so I did a terrible job at showing the load today. You get going with it and you don't think about anything else, just getting the load off the trailer and getting on. Most of the places here in Syracuse stop receiving at 3 o'clock.
Continue on this
So
road.
I was just
for
trying to
4
get it
miles.
knocked out as fast as possible. But we're done. It's 2:15 and we're 4 miles away from where we're dropping the trailer off. 20-mile deadhead home, bobtail home on personal conveyance. I'm done for the day. I should be home by 3 o'clock.
Speed
Out the
warning.
door about 6, back by 3. Still 9 hours. Still tired, but a lot better than 14 hours on the road. So I'm just going to end the video here.
Speed warning.
Don't really have much more to go on. They haven't said anything else about doing any more work after this week. So we'll see if something else pops up on Thursday or Friday. If not, we'll be bobtailing down to Chattanooga to pick up a trailer so that we can get making some more money. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll try to be back tomorrow.